Hey guys, it has been a very long time, and this is just some background games that I wanted to showcase real quick, just kind of showing just the blatant overpowered state that Shogun is in. But to be honest, I really don't mind because I love him a lot. I think he is one of the most fun characters that they've released in a very long time. Probably more fun for me, or the most fun for me since King of the Legion's release, but I didn't max him out until a couple of years later, so I didn't really get to enjoy him in his best state. But obviously I have him maxed right now, so it's amazing to play him, and I'm just having a lot of fun with him. But everything else, he's definitely overpowered, needs some tweaking. Mainly his dog stun duration is probably the biggest problem that he has at the minute. It's just egregiously long, and you know, you can capitalize, you have a million years to capitalize on anything when they're stunned, so it's a problem. But either way, he's still very fun. But I've been doing good personally. I obviously have a life, I have a job, everything, all the above, so I don't really have time to really upload. And you know, I also kind of did announce my retirement a couple of years ago, so that's why. But I hope everyone's been doing pretty well. This here is a game I had against Logan. He's pretty sweaty, to be honest. You know, he had to grind for 8 hours a day, sometimes 10 hours a day for the last 2 weeks just to top the leaderboard, and he barely got me. I fumbled the last fight. I choked hard. I almost won, but I choked hard. But yeah, this guy's really sweaty for some reason. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this gameplay and commentary from me. I'll just be commentating on the gameplay that goes on and kind of my thought process during the games, and that's about it. So I hope you enjoy. That was a really good use of dog there. It's too bad that he just is under leveled, so it doesn't do the 1500 damage like mine does. I did miss my agony there, but the recovery is so fast that that animation is enough time. He does have his dog approaching. He should have rolled that there, to be honest. But that was just a complete guess. I didn't want to think about that one too much. I just went for it. I just went for the special attack or the shadow attack, and it paid off. Tried to dodge that there, but it didn't work out. Tried to chip him, doesn't quite work. So again, we just go for it. Just go for the jump. You know, sometimes you just don't want to think too hard, and you just gotta go for it, you know? Like, it is what it is. You either take it or leave it. So that was a good play by me. Does have E2 coming up, which is definitely his most dangerous character. I mean, he can just farm time manipulation so quickly, and you know, of course, that epic is really good at just punishing anything, whether it's blocked or whiffed, so gotta be careful for it. Trying to space him out here, get some dog pressure going. It's a really nice crit. So we are in Cataclysm now, so we do have to be careful, but the nice thing is he does not have his shadow attack ready, so that is just really free. I was hoping he'd panic there and then just let rip the shadow attack, but he was patient, so that was good by him. And here comes dog once again, the very painful Fent dog coming in. Can't quite capitalize on that, and that's just a lose-lose scenario right there. I mean, there's nothing he can do. So that is a GG easy from Shogun, like always. Okay, so up next, we clearly have been getting shit on right here. I mean, that's why this is just a potential reverse OCV here. But as you can see, I only have one rune, so Nana did basically nothing. So yeah, I basically just got shit on by his Shogun. So now it's our turn to bring it back and see what we can do. It's a really good stun by him, but good thing the damage isn't like anything too crazy because he's only level 10. So that does help me a lot. That's a really good shadow attack. He's not falling for the dog bait and panicking. Get some really good damage off here, so Cataclysm can be huge in both ways, which is something I really like about it. It's very unique. I mean, it is one of like the the real chances you can get to really bring it back against Shogun, because he is so overpowered that you kind of do need that opportunity to make a comeback. So I really do like Cataclysm in that sense. So took his Shogun out, so now we got E2 again, his most lethal character. So we really got to be careful here. Nice thing is we do have Fentog still, which is amazing. So we're feeling okay here. As long as we just don't let him get a basic attack off or a special like so, then we will be just fine. Go for the cancel there. So when he panic again, but we still get dog baited there. It's one of the skills that does come with Shogun as well, is you do have to learn how to mind game dog. You know, you can't just mindlessly try to go for a stun every single time they're really close to you. You know, you do gotta play around it a little bit and kind of mind game it. So we do some solid work against E2 there. Really, really good. So now we have even more health than we started with into the third round. So we have a really solid chance of just completely destroying this Clad. Now this is before the upcoming nerf to Clad's upper attack, so he still has Clad in all of his glory. He's just not using Blossom, but that's okay. Blossom really wouldn't help him that much against his character anyway, so no big deal. So we just got to be careful. Try to make him use his adrenaline just like that. Good little counter attack. I love doing that against Clads that just go for the heavy like a fucking idiot. Nice little double heavy. That thruster range is just insane sometimes, but at least we get the stun off of it, so he can't really capitalize, so that's good. There we go. Nice little jump. That was a mistake there. I should not have done my dog. I don't know why I did, but I did. Probably because I'm feeling the pressure, because I can actually bring this back. It's good patience there, but didn't really pay off for him. I don't know why I did dog, but I did it anyway. Not sure why again. That's a good dodge. He hesitated just a little bit, which is nice because he didn't get the follow-up from the heavy. He still got the heavy off, but just because he hesitated for just a split second, he couldn't get the heavy attack or the heavy kick after that heavy attack, so that helps me a lot. So now we're in agony. This is a desperate time to come back. Jump over that. I miss because I panic and I suck. We have just a few seconds of agony left, so we go for the bait. I love doing that at max range, just going for the bait. It is so good. So this guy in particular, I don't really know him too well. I'm pretty sure his old name was Baby Wizard, and he's like a vet. So he plays like obviously a lot. He's been around since the very start of the game. But he's just really annoying. Like, I don't know, he doesn't really do anything in particular. He just kind of annoys the shit out of me because he always does the I accept your challenge, but then when he loses, he won't rematch you. It's fucking funny. Like, what challenge are you accepting there, man? Like, you just leave every time you lose. I just don't get it, man. So yeah, it's shit like that that really annoys me. And with Raikichi, you do have to be a little bit more careful. Shogun still has a massive advantage, but you just can't let Raikichi get the overdrive on you, or excuse me, the overload, because obviously for obvious reasons he's just unstoppable for a little bit. And Raikichi does have some moves that will counter Shogun's attack, so you kind of do have to be careful. Like that low attack right there, it goes right under the base, as you've seen, so I should have been more mindful of that. And I just hit the shield anyway just to get the knockdown. That's the nice thing about it. You don't get any damage off, but you still get the knockdown, which is an advantage for you. He goes for a lot of Raikichi's low attacks just to keep me from doing my base and special, which is smart. I just have to expect it. And usually you don't struggle too much if you expect that they're going to try to go for that low attack each time, because it's their biggest advantage. I foolishly used dog there too. I knew that wouldn't have worked, but I did it anyway. So yeah, but at least we chip him out there. So he almost got us, but we're still okay. We still again have afterlife in the next round. So even though Shogun is low on health here, he is really not at a disadvantage at all. He can still easily come back from this. I honestly think he should have picked his own Shogun instead of Butcher, but I don't know. I mean, I guess he does have Sadist, so he might be able to do something, but I feel like Shogun, the 1v1 would have been better. Let yourself have a fresh legendary Butcher, but he is also using Tremble, so yeah. Tremble is better in some ways, but it is really risky to use because you don't have like any failsafe. See, like right here, I mean, he did get me, but you know, I can still get some insane damage off even though he's in cage. So, I mean, Tremble is nice sometimes, but it can really backfire if you're just not doing too well. I prefer characters that are really good if you can keep the momentum up, but also do have a bit of a backup plan if things are going wrong. You know, that's why Shogun's one of my favorite characters, and so is King of the Legion, and any character like that that can always have the potential to have a comeback. That's why I kind of like stay away from characters like Sue or somebody, because, you know, they're not bad, they're decent, but if you start the next game with like really low health, you know, like it doesn't take that much to defeat him for the most part, and they're not really amazing at making comebacks. So I prefer comeback characters because while most of my games do go pretty smoothly, of course I'm not perfect and I do make mistakes very, very often, so it is nice to have a little bit of a backup plan. And the only problem with Shogun is he has like 500 backup plans and they are all insanely overpowered, but that's okay. That's a good stun there. Love that special kick, it's so good. So we take out his, and I give him the keep fighting because this guy fucking pisses me off, so I don't give a shit about him. And that is it. Yep, he leaves. This guy annoys the shit out of me too, because even though he likes to use the Dynasty bum characters, he still plays extremely fucking annoying. Like, if you're gonna use characters like this, quit trying to like sweat your nuts off and play like super passive. Like, that shit is just so fucking annoying. If you want to use the bum-ass Dynasty characters, just play for fun, man. Like, you don't got to be all cringe about it. So that's why this guy annoys me. But nice thing is I'm always used to people playing like that, so I'm really, really good at keeping the pressure on them and not really giving them a chance to do much. You know, you don't always have to counter passive gameplay with your own passive gameplay. Especially when you use characters that are really good in the offense, like Shogun, for example. He can do both, but I prefer the offensive Shogun, not the shadow build or the more defensive build. Solid stun by our dog there. Don't quite get him into his invulnerability, but not too shabby. Got Cataclysm again. I meant to jump, but I rolled because I suck at the game. But at least it pays off for us because, of course, it's Shogun, and there's no such thing as punishment for this character. I think this is probably the right choice. I mean, even though he's at a severe disadvantage right now, Monkey King probably is just a little bit better against Shogun just because of his damage. That's like his one saving grace with Monkey King is this guy's Monkey King annoys the shit out of me because while Monkey King itself is not very good, his damage is good. So if you just make a mistake or two, you know, that damage is just crazy. So despite Monkey King being a shitter, I have to still be careful. And of course, that's why it annoys me, because I have to be careful. I don't like being careful. Gets a solid grab there. Nice 1400 damage. Fuck-ass Dynasty base kick. That was a very foolish use of dog, but at least our heavy attack is the height of a skyscraper, so we at least knock him out of that. That is one of the nice things about Shogun too, is he can counter Monkey King's Ascension. Goes for the special, and then we predict that he's gonna try to do another forward move to beat out any of my other attacks, so we'll go for the back attack. And we don't try anything fancy, we just go straight up for the forward shadow, and it works this time. Doesn't work every time though, trust me. There have been times where I just go for it and I get completely shit on for it, but this time it worked in our favor. So all we got to get through is Sue now, so it should not be a major problem. Even so, you know, Shogun has like
35 or 40% of his health still, but he's still not at a disadvantage, which is just insane. Like, it's truly insane that you can only have like 40% of your health bar and still be perfectly fine without even really having to worry about anything. Can use this to kind of work around the explosion from his rage. Now, Sue does have the frame advantage here. Just like that, he can counter my Cataclysm, but it can also go the exact opposite for him, so that part's kind of fun. Agony again coming in clutch. Fentog is just really, really insanely strong. We are about to lose him there, unfortunately. Go for the shadow again, can't really avoid it. So now it just comes down to Cataclysm. Again, we just go for it. Sometimes they just really don't expect you to just let it rip, so it's so fun when it pays off like that and you just don't think. So yeah, he probably didn't have a good time with that, but I don't know, he should have predicted better.
So anyways, guys, I really hope you enjoyed this video. I know it's been a very, very long time, but things are good. And I will admit, I really do enjoy this character, Shogun. He is just really, really fun, but he does need some tuning down. He needs some tweaking in one area, but then he needs to be buffed in other areas to make him, you know, not completely killed in the way he plays, but makes him just less bullshit. But either way, he is still very, very fun to play. So I can probably do a comprehensive breakdown of why he's so strong and what we can do to tweak him. I mean, he doesn't really need like a whole bunch of nerfs. He just needs some working on in some areas, but then needs to be stronger in others, mainly his shadow form. Dog stun just is this biggest strength. But thanks a lot to those who made it this far in the video. I really, really do love you guys. I'm sorry it's been so long, but I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and I hope life goes well, and I'll see you later. Take care, guys.